I have this thing that I wanted to show, like this pre-finals thing,
okay.
to do a reminder of what the deck lists are that the players are playing.
Oh my!
Um,
This is
just as a quick reminder, like Affinity versus Burn.
Look at you go!
You know,
I'm
I
so
tried
proud.
to do a little something different for this invitational here. So you were right. There is one Edge champion.
There's
in
one,
TJ's list.
1 and 3.
1 and 3. In
Relevant.
So there are 4 cards in TJ's list that are very relevant main board, and that is Vault Scourge.
Yes.
The lifelink is actually really key in how things can work out. It's going to be a race from both players' perspectives. Like, can I get enough damage in with my creatures from TJ's side? Can I put together enough damage between my creatures and my spells to kill you? Is he going to have to prioritize going at creatures, going at face? Like, how is he going to have to develop that on Lyle's side? So it's going to be very interesting in the first game before he gets into sideboard aspects, because you can see they have pretty decent setup to just kind of go face from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we'll have to see going into our finals here. Lyle versus TJ. Mr.
Second place versus M-Boss.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Let's go.
Let's see how long it takes. Are we gonna have another 3-minute match?
Could be. I mean,
Sorry, 3-minute game. It wasn't a match. The match ended in 15 minutes.
TJ, he's about it.
I mean, this is like, I'm super hyped for this match right now.
Johnny, I believe it was the Primal Command is what he played.
Try to gain some life.
Yeah, you want to type that in for me.
So, no, I'm super hyped for this. Lyle, the end boss, could potentially be our first 2-time champion. TJ, Mr. Second Place, been at every invitational, just like Lyle has, and has come close. Made the semifinals every single time or above. Last season, he was actually in Lyle's spot playing Burn in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And lost to Chris Carrozza.
Tron
Eldrazi.
can't make anyone happy, by the way. Just shouting that out there. You know, I went back and forth about the lightning bolt to feature for Lyle when I made his slide. I couldn't just give. I knew I couldn't just give him a lightning bolt. Right?
Yeah.
You know, so I went. You know what? I'll give him the same lightning bolt that TJ had, because TJ was very specific about the lightning bolt that he wanted. He said, "I want that Judge promo foil lightning bolt." I said, "Yeah, no problem." I mean, that's a respectable lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But I chose poorly. It should have been a beta lightning bolt.
You're right.
Yep.
It's Lyle. You should have known.
I should have known. I apologize.
All right. Players are shuffled up here. That's probably...
7 cards. First game of the finals. They're keeping.
How many?
4 cards.
What?
6.
What?
Okay. Okay. Yo, Shia LaBeouf.
Thank you for
48.
the follow.
Holy moly, dude. Thank you so much.
6 cards.
6 cards.
I think that's probably up there in the most we've seen TJ dump on camera in a long time.
I was gonna say, I think he's done all 7.
I've
seen him do, maybe not on camera.
But yes.
I have seen him do all 7. That was fun. For him.
For him.
Foothills for Lyle.
I mean...
Yeah. 19 to start.
Kill the signal pass?
Could be 17.
If you can, right now. Otherwise, you're taking 3 damage. Guaranteed.
Foundry. Yep.
Swift Spear.
Yep, and 1 damage coming in.
Bink.
I mean, this is the name of the game, right? Get him to 0.
Get him to 0. 1 player.
1 player's got to be at 0 at the end of this.
Well, 1 player could just take 10 poison, though.
True.
Ha.
Relevant.
Relevant. But hopefully not, because I didn't move the poison things up above the images.
Okay, DJ, we're on basic damage only.
Yep.
No poison damage here.
Okay. 2 Arcbound Ravager.
Oh, okay. I hope that was the 7th card.
Yeah.
You know, just like, what a hand if that was the 7th card.
Yeah.
Otherwise, great draw.
Move to combat.
Yep. Bring in my friends.
For 2.
Got a bolt.
So now that Arcbound's out, any other creature you're trying to kill is going to just get sacked to Arcbound.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can choose to try to kill off the Arcbound here.
And then you potentially lose more artifacts. At least 3 artifacts in the deal, right?
Could, or you could just say, I'll sack a drum to it, let it die, move the 2 onto something else.
True. See, that's why I know I can never play Affinity, because I would never know what was the right call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just so many lines.
Interesting note, because Star City had an event over the weekend.
They did.
There was a Modern Classic.
Sure.
And in that top 16, the deck that I wish I could play in Modern.
Infect?
No. I love Infect. And I can play Infect. This deck, we don't have all the cards for it. And I don't want to spend the money on the cards for it.
Oh.
Because
You need Tarmogoyfs?
No, Arcbound Ravager.
The
Hardened Scales.
Hardened Scales deck.
Yeah, it was sweet. More affinity base than previous builds, which was cool.
Ew. Okay.
So like these are the same. These are the new stuff for it. And ran this. And ran that. It's gross. It's gross. Yeah, that's what I wish I could run. Don't have the money to run. Advantage meter. If we had to place an advantage meter down now, based on life totals, based on board state, based on number of cards in hand. Lyle's got probably
4 or 5.
4 or 5 left in hand.
Yeah, I mean,
has DJ down to 10 life.
Hold on. He's got at least, what, 1, 2 Rift Bolts?
2 Rift Bolts.
Maybe? He keeps flicking his cards so quickly I can't tell. I want to say TJ, but it all depends on what's in Lyle's hand. You know, if it's just targeted spells, he can weather the storm as long as TJ doesn't decide to go Pierce. But then, you know, as long as Lyle has the mana available, he could potentially evade that. And the great thing about the Swift Spear is that it's just going to get bigger on either side, either his turn or TJ's turn.
Yeah.
You know. These are my friends.
Battlecry triggers. At least 4 damage is coming across.
He says, I'll just take it.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Alright, so...
TJ's no longer has any cards in hand.
That Vault Scourge is going to get really pesky really quickly.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if he only has... Okay, so it goes to 9. I mean, get a forest? Mountain.
Another mountain.
Alright, so he's on the Boros or Burn plan. There's no Atarka's Command available to him right now.
No. There's also a bunch of blockers to get in the way.
Yeah, I mean, I think See, suspending Rift Bolt seems not great.
Rift Bolt. Oh, he's got, there's another one in his hand,
not
too.
Great. Gotta leave the Swift Spear back. Depending on who attacks, may not even block.
So...
I mean, I guess he has to block.
He's gonna...
lose his Swift Spear.
Here's the thing. I think you have to bolt the Vault Scourge here.
Does he have a bolt?
I think he has a bolt and a Rift Bolt. Clear blockers. Eat at least one of the drums here. If not both.
He's kind of hurting on mana, though.
Yeah.
Depending on how this plays out. Oh,
Gal
my.
Blast.
That's a card that he had. Okay.
Gal Blast, yep, still there. Still relevant.
Huh.
Who are you reading?
My other option was loading up Vault Scourge with counters while he was tapped out, but Lyle generally plays a lot of the wall one of, so I was replacing Gunshot. Okay. That's fair.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll read Lyle's.
Okay.
He's got 2 Molten Rain, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Path to Exile, 1 Shattering Spree, 1 Core Firewalker, 1 Searing Blaze, 4 Destructive Revelry, and 2 Deflecting Palm. All 4 Revelries.
Yeah.
To start, I'd also make the argument... I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe the Searing Blaze. 2 and 2.
You could do Searing Blaze because that is deal 1 to target creature 1 to face. Landfall, deal 3, deal 3.
Maybe a Deflecting Palm as well. Yeah, 3 and 3. The thing about Deflecting Palm is it's just as easy for Affinity to go wide as it is to go Pierce.
Right.
You know, and Deflecting Palm could sit as a dead card for a long time, just hoping for it to be a Pierce over the wide strategy. So I don't know. I like it, but I don't know if it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Shattering Spree is another good card.
Yep.
Shattering Spree probably maybe you go, if you like another card, you go 3 and 1. 3 Revelry, 1 Shattering Spree, and then another card of your choice.
Smart.
Anyway, what does TJ have again?
2 Ancient Grudge, 2 Stubborn Nile, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Graft Diggers, 1 Gearport, Aether Grid, 1 Snaring Bridge, 1 Dismember, 1 Whip Flare, 3 Chalice, 1 Spellskite, and 1 Blood Moon. 3 Chalice are coming in.
Okay.
Because throw them down on 1, that means Bolt's not happening, Swift Spear's not happening, Goblin Guide's not happening, Nikal's not happening.
Right.
All those creatures, Grim Lavamancer, not happening.
Not happening.
None of the creatures except for Eidolon in his deck is going to happen. Maybe the Stubborn Denials as well.
I like it.
You know, just like in that little extra gotcha kind of moment there. But Stubborn Denial costs 1, doesn't it?
Yes,
1
and
blue,
then it can be countered.
So
it can be paid to be countered.
That's also kind of iffy because the chalices there are going to be filling in that spot and negating it out. But you could opt for, because you're on the draw, more Stubborn Denial and less Chalice. But, you know, I still think Chalice is a better card overall to want to have in the main board, or to want to have in his main deck right now for this matchup, regardless of whether he's on the draw or the play. Because if he can land one, he can shut Lyle down. So, we'll see though. Players shuffling up. Going into game number 2 here of our Season 4 Invitational Finals. Ooh, Deflecting Palm, a Searing Blaze. That's like 6, 7 cards coming in.
So he must have brought in all 4 Revelries plus the Shattering Spree then. Searing Blaze. So basically the cards we talked about.
Yep.
Nice. I like it. Good job, us.
Woo! We did it. We know what's gonna be played.
And that was something that Lyle touched on in his player interview when we talked about the thing that he thinks he can improve on
as a player.
Is sideboarding, which is uber important.
A lot of players I know have talked about that too.
Yeah, it's super important. I think something that me personally that I struggle with as a player is mulliganing. I keep a lot of bad hands that I think are good, and then they turn out to be bad.
Yep.
You know, they seem good when you look at them, and you're just like, yeah, sure, why not? But then they end up being really bad for you. So, yeah, I got a lot to work on. That's why I normally just like talking about it instead.
And it's a lot of work to get better.
It is a lot of work to get better. It's a process. Try and get on the Pro Tour. Or just get better, I guess. Yeah. But I think if you're going to do it, you got to shoot for the stars, right?
Yeah, Pro Tour.
Go.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Platinum level pro.
I mean, I'm just
really
saying, like,
stars.
if someone's willing to fund me,
go fund me.
I will
to get on the Pro Tour.
I will get on the Pro Tour for you. if you just pay for me to live.
Yeah,
while I do
that
it.
is all you got to do.
Yeah.
And on top of it, you get to see random streams from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stream every day if that's how we want to play it. As long as I can keep the lights on and the internet going, we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that entices anyone listening.
If that's it, any just like millionaires.
At Farm of Zernar on Twitter, on Twitch.
17.
Let's make it happen. Here is
Rift Bolt.
a Rift Bolt.
I was going to ask you, do you think it's a guide or a Swift Spear? But he just threw down the Rift Bolt, so that just shuts that down. Oh, how many?
4. Looks like looks like it's only going to be 2. My default is 4.
I noticed that last time. 4, 6 come down. 4, 2 come down. Okay, 4 is like a good one to go for. 3 and 4 seems to be the on average which you'll see a Affinity player drop down.
Here's a Wooded Foothills.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Deflecting Palm in hand?
I think it could be
Kind of looks like
a
the palm.
Tarka's Command,
Oh, it's a Tarkus command.
Boros Charm,
Bolt.
Bolt. Don't know those other 2. Maybe lands.
They look like lands. Because he's in the tank, it's kind of it's got to be just spells. It can't.
Yeah.
He would have played a creature. Pretty on point.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit more reactionary than he probably wants. Ornithopter.
Oh. Guess what? Metalcraft.
Feels bad. Feels bad when you got a hit.
When you have a one of in your
Yeah. Well,
list.
right on time.
Mm-hmm.
That's that could be the story of this invitational.
Right on time.
Is right on time. Boros Charm you.
Look at that, nice guy.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you. Draw.
I mean, we were seeing this too last game, where the life totals would just sort of flip flop. Double a Tarkus Command, Lightning Bolt. Ugh. And that's 9 points of damage over 3 turns.
Yep.
Or 2, I guess, if he has another land in hand. But that's not enough. And this is the point where it's like a Tarkus Command doesn't seem as good unless you have a bunch of creatures that you're attacking with to give them +1s. Like,
True.
I mean, I guess it's, you look at it, it's just another Skullcrack.
Yeah.
That's really all you're using it for.
And the thing is that Lyle's Arcbound Ravager. Lyle's deck hasn't shown like here's a Wild Nikyle, here's a Goblin guy, here's a Modest, like just laying the dudes down.
Yeah.
It's been more of it's 2 Lava Spikes. Yo.
Oh, another one?
Za, appreciate it. Good eye. 2 Atarka, 1 Bolt, 2 Lava Spikes.
Ah, okay, good to know.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yikes.
Okay, yep, things... Yep.
Here's 3 at you.
Yep.
Puts you to 10.
It's not looking good for... I don't know if we're the good guys or the bad guys.
Yikes, another Lava Spike. Okay, yeah.
It's drawing lots
6.
of targeted removal here.
So he could be like, alright, here's 6 damage. Alright, here's a spike at you.
But if he puts this kind of pressure on him, it's going to force TJ to move to the Pierce style of play. Like, he's in that critical life total where he's like, hey, I'm playing burn, so I got to do something now.
This is tough.
Lyle needs a land, and he's
Lyle might.
If he gets a land off the top and TJ does not kill him now.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. So here's the math thing. he's gonna start making making a bunch of guys essentially.
Well, making a bunch of artifacts.
Well, yes, making a bunch of artifacts. I mean, Darksteel and Drum. At this point, you can say. I think you can keep the Drum just to be on the safe side, but even if it's like Darksteel and Ornithopter get sacked here.
Right.
But alright, going wide, boom, 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 boom. And that's just 5.
Playing the patient game.
Yeah. Oh, sweet Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yo, Madeo, please.
Love me some Yu-Gi-Oh!
What's up, dude? See, I don't know. See, it's Bolt U.